Hello, so why does the game have mixed reviews on Steam right now? Well, because I think, and most people think like me probably, the game feels more like an early access version. Doesn't feel released as a full game. So many things are missing and some of the things that are in the game are not really working. For example, I think, okay, let's say like this. I think the game was released without being fully completed. It was supposed to be bigger and more ambitious, but somewhere along the line they just said forget about it. Just look at how many menus you have, UI settings. It's all a bunch of numbers, but what do they do? For example, let's start with the basic ones. You have a character over here. You see his profession, he's an enforcer. You see what that means. He has a little more health and a little more melee damage. I guess that's the experience bar is not really shown. So this is shown, role maid. What does it mean he's a maid man? What? Well, for that you have to go over here. Go over here to the boss and you're kind of like your family. Go over here. They gain 40 loyalty when taking this role. And then you can see what the other things do. Okay, it's a little weird because it should say over here as well. You don't have to go to 2 more menus just to see what it means to be a maid man or maid woman. Okay, that's the first problem. Now you can see what each of these does. You can see the effects. You can see the relationships. You can see the guns. You can see them. So how do you select a new piece of equipment? You have a menu over here? No, you don't have a menu to select pieces of the gear. You just have to click on the slot and then you equip it, which is one of the worst ways to do it, because after you play, let's say for 10 hours, you'll just have to navigate huge lists instead of having a nice little menu over here. Okay, what else is the problem? Means, what's this? You don't know because it's the beginning of the game. It looks like a grenade, but it's actually utility. Herbal remedy. Let's give them that. So it says take from storage. Why do you need to take it from storage? It's already in storage. You should not be able to... I mean, it should not ask you that thing. Okay, so what's next? Loyalty. What's loyalty? I have no idea what it is. Morale, what it is, no idea. You just get a list of why you have those things on you. And then you go to the trait menu again, which is weird because you already have them over here, so you have them over here again. And then you have the perks, which is the most important stuff for his class, and again, it's kind of hidden. Suppress an enemy target. Yeah, let's get suppressing fire, I like it a little better. Then you have biography, which is nice, recent history, which is nice. So let's go over here. You might think this is a great list and you have a lot of people to recruit, but not really. As you can see, they have a lot of classes and most of the times you will choose one person out of 20 persons. So this is kind of like the direct progression. 10,000, 17,000, and these two are kind of like the same except for the final people. So these two lines over here are kind of like the same price and these get just more and more expensive. So in the end, you'll not pick the best out of this huge list, you just upgrade them as you go. So you'll choose her, her, and then her, for example.
How are you?
How are you? Can you speak more?
How are you?
Hey, how are you?
How are you?
She only has one voice line, that's
How
kind
are
of
you?
bad. And they all come with
Hey
their own
there.
weapons
How are
and
ya?
sometimes even more, like a doctor's bag or a piece of armor or something like that. But again, it's very hard to get to the final list and it's even harder to maintain the list because all of them take a percentage of your profits. So yeah, that's kind of bad because some of them actually have a stat that makes them worse towards loyalty. I mean, they're not as loyal if you don't assign them the proper role in the family. Which is again a weird way of doing it because that basically means you'll be stuck here for hours trying to figure out the perfect gang for you, just to realize it doesn't really work because you need to assign them, and it also depends on the type of businesses you have. Some of them, for example,
Hi.
she neighborhood casino income is 10%. She's a good lieutenant if you keep her in the safe house and she'll do that for you, which is not so bad. But then she has also some kind of bad things. Actually, this is nice. So you can also go and put her in a racket. But as you can see, she's not really a fighter. Next problem, you'll get a lot of quests. I mean, let's talk about the other menus. For example, this one. Easy to see, nothing too hard over here, right? You have one faction, and that's the Chicago Police, but the problem is this faction doesn't really do anything. It's such a pushover faction. You barely interact with them, and when you interact, you can kill all of them if you want. They just don't have any real power in the game, and they should change that as fast as possible, because this is not really useful. Agenda. Faction ranking. Well, this would have been more useful if you actually got information about stuff over here, but it's just a tab with more tabs. And this is my biggest problem. As you can see, you have customers, you have a lot of information, but none of it is actually useful. The breakdown, the everything, not really. So you have the crew over here, weekly income. This is actually pretty useful, but it should be somewhere on the main screen, not hidden behind a lot of menus. And now let's see how the game is really played, because, okay, actually let's hire another person.
Good to see you.
Don't hire anyone that hates your QUINN gang. Let's...
Hello, how are you?
Well, he's a nice guy, right? It's kind of like the only one we can afford to hire right now.
Hey, things.
How we doing?
I also want a fighter.
Hello. Hello. Hello.
Yeah, let's hire him. So how do you hire people? Well, you just have to press right click. Otherwise,
Why not?
so sweep. Nah, we'll take sweep. Thank you for your help.
Nice.
Of course.
And now we have everyone. So how do you go outside of your building? Well, this is another problem. As you can see, the controls are not very responsive, not very well thought of. This is your steel. This is the finances. Everything you need to see is over here. The graphics are cool and well made, and the safe house is really a safe house. By the way, alcohol was illegal in this time.
Not a bother.
You can actually interact with these things instead of the menus.
On it.
So to leave this, you have to go to the door, right click,
Right
and then
away.
exit.
Sure.
And that's a little complicated. They should have just added the button, leave the building. And that should have instantly brought you out of the building. So again, this is the loading time. A lot of people complain a lot about other problems as well, but I don't want to go into those details because it's mainly about the game is not good, the game doesn't have good AI, the game doesn't have this or that. And now the main way to play the
Right
game
away.
is just doing missions. So you never really get into the management or the sim part of the game, because there is not one. It's mainly about
Right
how
away.
you...
Fuck off!
Right then. No, let's just begin the combat.
Sure thing.
You want more first? Let's talk. Well, when you
I already did that tutorial. So when you start the combat, everyone is put in a very random position. It all depends on your initiative. If your initiative is higher than higher than the opponent's luck, well, you'll basically win. If not, you'll just lose in the first round. And by the way, this is a gold machine gun. I don't know from where I got it. I think it was from a pack. The game has multiple packs. You have you have in-game items that actually change the way the game is played. So that's a very bad way of doing business, in my opinion. Okay, let's just fire it and see how it looks. In case you're wondering, this is the hardest difficulty of the game. Anyway, it's not here, but I have another video that I showed what difficulty is. The difficulty of boss. I don't know how I got these machine guns, but I suspect people even have more gear than I have on their editions. So how many of them are there? 2.
Right.
Ah, whatever, just fire it. We killed someone else. So this looks amazing and it should play at least decent, but it's not even remotely fun in my opinion. I'll continue to play more, I'll continue to watch how it evolves. Why did he shoot the fog? Isn't the fog with him? This is straight out of Xcom.
Right away.
Okay, you go over there with your weird machine gun. Burst fire, you need 2 action points to fire it. Well, that's bad and good at the same time. Sure, hunker down. By the way, he has the same type of machine gun. He will not hit a lot of people, but it doesn't really need to hit people. He just needs to keep
Gotcha.
shooting. Yeah, there's a lot of potential here, but it just needs to be simplified, and every menu needs to have some utility. If you have a menu, it should be able to do something.
Vale.
Not only to read information, but change something, do something, help with something else.
Moving.
So the game has, I think, 6 difficulties, and this is the hardest one, the boss. Which should be harder, but as you can see, the enemies are way more weird in their approach. $53, yeah, you're going down. Okay, submachine gun all the way. In my opinion, these are endgame weapons. You shouldn't have submachine guns and machine guns at the beginning of the game. You should start with pistols, revolver, no, not even that. You should start the game with your fists, with a knife, with a baseball bat, with a nunchuck, with Bruce Lee. I don't know. You should start with small pistols, small calibers, small revolvers, and then you should work your way up in gear, in money, in prestige, and all of that. Actually, become the thing you are right now.
Vale.
Because this is too easy, not challenging at all, and you don't have by a challenge I mean set a certain goal that you should achieve it the fastest way possible with the least amount of problems. That would be a cool challenge, but no, you just have to whatever.
Right on.
You just have these super powerful guns from the beginning of the game and you don't have anything else to do because the management portion of the game is done so badly you only have to wait
Sure.
until you conquer a new building or do something else, and they should even let you design your own bars, your own speakeasy or whatever they are called.
Entendido.
Along new pieces of furniture, get upgrades for everything that you would expect from a sim game. Okay, you can stand there. Yeah, good luck with that.
Yeah.
Okay, you won. So we got a knife. Remember, we have machine guns, heavy machine guns from World War I, and they give us knives. What for, I mean?
Estúpido.
Just shoot everyone.
I'm on it.
Okay, let's do another combat, another brain dead combat. So yeah, this is too powerful. Like I said, in my opinion, you should start with only one character. He should only have his fist, and automatic should be only available to you in the middle portion of the game, even the end game. Because with this, imagine the police are almost no threat to you. You know what? This is a silly thing to do. So let's just put everyone on Overwatch. It doesn't really matter the tactics. As you can see, he's still lower. Oh man, that gun sure sounds nice.
Got him.
So yeah,
Moving in.
they should kind of, I don't know, re-release the game once they finish all the problems. Finish fixing all the problems and make this a proper sim game, make this a proper Xcom-like game, make this a proper progression game, because it should be a progression game with RPG elements. Make you care about each of your characters, give them in the beginning of the game when they are weak. Look at that bug, just look at it. This is from Paradox. Poor guys, they only have pistols. Okay, they're almost dead, so let's see what they will do right now. Oh, that's so nice, they're helping each other.
Got him.
By the way, these guys are basically living here for free, so we should help them move away. Okay, 53. Yeah, just kill him. You'll hit him a few times. It was more than a few times.
Right.
Let's just send them over there, because look at how big the gun is. Everyone will get scared. Oh, now it's actually a little harder. Okay.
I'm on it.
And I'll not play anymore because I have seen so many reviews, so many people playing it, and it's the same problem and it's the same gameplay everywhere. Doesn't matter your difficulty, doesn't matter your starting location, your family, your choice of rockets, your choice of buildings, your choice of weapons. It plays the same, no matter what you choose. So yeah, they have to go back to the drawing board.
God, Doc. They got me. Oh.
Yeah, through the wall.
Kurwa.
What? These guys are Russians or Polish? Okay, finally
That's
we
what I'm
hit them.
fucking talking about.
So we got riot drones. As you can see, they cost a lot of money and they have a chance to do something. Ransack. Why would you choose anything else? This is the amount of time it will recover, right? Or something like that. I mean, if you go over, it will be good. You can make a hotel, you need some synergy. You can make a casino because whatever, it's too expensive right now. So if I just want to take it over but not build anything on it, that's not available either. I just want to take it and do something with it later. Can I do that? Nope, not an option. Okay. So we recovered the huge amount of money of $250. Oh man. And that's a mission, so this is like a campaign, but it's all procedurally generated.
The type of bonus effect applies. Select one of the special ammo types from your faction inventory to equip it. Hey, Kingpin! Now, head into the talent tree to see what talents you've got available. You've got 5 tiers of available talents that you can learn. Talents take time to learn, so after you choose a talent, you'll have to wait a while until you can use it. Once you pick a talent from a tier, you can't learn any others from that tier again, so make sure you pick the one you want. Look through your available talents. Gangsters have talents too.
Yeah, whatever. As you can see right now we have a mission, and this is the town management side of the game, which basically is divided into blocks. You have Chinatown, you have that one, and that one. So is this a fun menu? Looks like it's a fun menu. No, it's not. What can you do in this interface? What can you do? Nothing, just go over there and click them. Another problem is, where are you now? Well,
What is it?
you are over here, so where do you want to go? Okay, let's do one more combat, because as you can see, the combats are nice. You just have to wait until you heal. Wait a minute, only he got inside. Okay, I have to select everyone, that was my mistake.
Yeah?
Okay,
Not a
get
problem.
outside. The loading times are also pretty bad sometimes.
Not a problem.
So
Of
now
course.
we just have to wait until he heals. I don't know, there should be a little better mechanic for this, like skip time or something.
Can do.
Okay, let's ambush everyone. And this is so tedious. I mean, the first time you do it, it will be fun. The second time it will also be fun. But after that...
I'm on it.
A non-enemy. What do you mean a non-enemy? Let's just shoot everyone because they're in my block.
Got him.
Yeah, we got them. Ah, you know what? Let's just put everyone in Overwatch like this. And they'll run straight into your Overwatch. Let's just wait and see. And this is another problem. You can't really tell what's going on if you just look at the map like this.
Entendido.
Well, I guess I spoke too much about the game and I didn't really show you, but don't worry, you didn't miss anything, especially... I don't know, I'm starting to mind the language. It's mature language, but at the same time, it's not funny. That's not what a gangster would say. They're not really mean or angry or anything. They don't express emotion. They just say a line like it's a movie line. And believe me, that will be even more obvious when you play the game a lot.
Right.
No, you just run over there. In the beginning, weapons for the other families, as you can see, are a little weaker than yours. And by little, I mean much weaker. And I'm not even reading that much of what's happening over here. I'm just attacking. And he has so much initiative that he'll always start. He'll always start first and he'll start blasting people. Okay? Oh, this is actually getting dangerous. Well, that's a pleasant surprise. Okay, so no more surprises.
That's what I'm fucking talking about.
And again, take over, you can't do anything because... Oh, actually this was already a brothel. Let's make it also a brothel again. Yes. Yes.
On it.
And everyone just goes outside. So what did we just take? Well, we have the brothel, and it should be around here somewhere, right? Right? Okay, you can go into money. You can also go into the buildings that you own, and you can go over here. Did I do that right? And you have to click over here. If you click Chinatown, it will not work apparently. You have to go over here and then you have to upgrade it. Well, you might think, well, that's not so bad. No, it's bad. In order to upgrade something, you have to wait 25 days.
I'm on it.
And I guess this is why I don't like the game, but I'll still
I'm on
play it. It has some potential, but I'm just not sure in what shape or form I should play it. Probably play it without the guns they give you in the beginning. And now just
Can I
fighting
help?
with everyone and we're winning every battle and no one can stop us. And this is the beginning of the game. If they watch or play the Gangsters, they should know how this should be. You should start very low, you should start with very low resources. You should have only a city block. I don't know, I'm just talking too much. The police doesn't do much anything. I would kill them if I had the time. Anyway, bye.